Well, let's talk a little bit about authors and social media because it is really easy to blow yourself up, which is one reason I'm almost never on Twitter. When I get a new Twitter follower, I pity them. Well, you're going to get a couple of tweets a week, maybe, lots of likes here and there. I wasted 2 hours of a morning arguing that The Dark Knight Rises was the weakest of the three Christopher Nolan Batman movies, and I'm getting blown up left and right by tweeters. I'm like, dude, I'm on your side. I bought the movie. I've got the action figures right here. I supported it, but it's the weakest of the three movies. And after that, I was just, forget it. If that's going to suck up 2 hours of my time, I don't have time for an actual substantive conversation. So what are things that you see authors doing online? How should they best utilize social media? And what are some no-nos to absolutely avoid?
I think that it's just important to be judicious with social media and to really think before you tweet. I think tweeting can be very impulsive and like have an opinion and put it out there. And maybe think a moment and take a breath before you put it out there, especially if you're feel emotional about something, even something like The Dark Knight. Anytime you put out an opinion, you're inviting dialogue, and I would just say make sure that you're willing to have that dialogue and you want to get in the conversation. If you don't put it on social media. You don't need to. On the flip side, I think social media can be amazing. And one of the things that I decided that I was going to be on Twitter and that I wanted to be a positive voice in the community, and I wanted to put forth how I feel I am editorially and put it online. So I put a lot of writing tips. If I am working on something and I notice a spot where I'm seeing a lot of queries where people are struggling with a certain issue, I'll put out some advice about it. I like to give tips on how to pique my interest or things that I'm looking for. And I like to give a lot of support and hope, because publishing is a difficult business. It's rife with rejection and it's hard to persevere. And so I see myself as a cheerleader for my clients to keep them going, especially if we're getting a lot of rejection. And no, I believe in you. Let's keep going. We can do this. And I try to do that on my Twitter feed as well. I think that if you are a positive voice in the community and you're supportive, it's really important to support your fellow writers, support your fellow creators. And if you like a book, let everyone know. And I think that's more important than letting everyone know that you don't like a book or you don't like this, or you don't like that. Make recommendations and positive recommendations. If you figured out something in your revision process or your creation process or your writing process that really works for you, share it. It might be helpful for other people. Also, connect with other writers, follow them, celebrate when they hit great milestones. Connect with librarians. They're going to help you promote your work. Connect with teachers, the same thing, especially if you're writing picture books or middle grade. It's a great way to connect with the gatekeepers that are going to help promote your book to readers. So I think there can be a lot of positive things. If you're an illustrator, it's great to throw out your, especially Instagram and Twitter too, to throw out like sketches or a new drawing or something about your process. That can be a great way to promote yourself in a very positive way, and people will respond well.
That makes sense. And I'm always trying to figure out what the smartest way is to use social media. I always chuckle when I see authors that are blowing up a book that, I really dislike this book. And okay, that's a valid opinion, but look forward to bumping into that author at a conference. That's going to be a fun conversation.
Well, that goes back to my point where, make sure it's a conversation you want to have. Like anything that you put on Twitter, you're opening yourself to a dialogue. And if you want to have that dialogue, great. And if you don't want to, maybe don't put it on Twitter. Maybe call up your friend and talk about it instead that way.